Hello again, Year 8. This is just a video to help you with your second reading lesson of the week, which again is due on or before Friday the 22nd of May at 1 o'clock. So once again, we're going to be continuing our analysis of The Woman in Black. So you're going to need that extract from the last lesson. And we're going to be revising the same skills. So circling how confident you feel in each skill at the beginning of the lesson, or making a note of that on your lined paper. Take 5 minutes to do that now. Okay, so we're just going to have a look at developing some vocabulary that will help us with the rest of today's lesson. So you've got your task in that box at the top of the slide, and there are 3 parts to the task. So the first one is to reread the extract from The Woman in Black. So that's attached on Show My Homework in a Word document and also in a PDF document. Or you could go back to the video from the first reading lesson from this week and you can listen to me read the story again. But you need to go back to that extract and either reread it or listen to it again. Then you need to rank the words from the vocabulary bank to describe how the woman in black is presented. So you've got spine chilling, peculiar, dreadful, pitiful, and withdrawn. You should use a dictionary to help you if you're unsure of the meaning of any of those words, or use Google, just write meaning of and then insert the word and search it. So then you rank them from 1 to 5. The word that best fits the woman in black should be number 1, and the word that least fits the woman in black should be number 5. And then task C, you have to complete the sentence in that box at the top. I think the woman in black can be best described as, and you choose one of those words from the vocabulary bank, and then you explain why. Your stretch is to use a quote from the extract to justify your answer. So you should pause the video now and make sure that you complete all 3 of those tasks on the slide. So we're going to come to some quotation analysis. We have a question here that we want to answer today. The author's introduction of The Woman in Black creates an uneasy and anxious feeling in the reader. How far do you agree? So if you are uneasy, that means that you're feeling anxious or uncomfortable at something that seems to be strange. So we're going to complete a planning grid on the next slide to help us answer this question. And you can use the quotation explosion that you did in the last lesson to help you with one of the rows as well. So use the work that you've already done to complete part of the planning grid. You can see here that the first row has been completed for you. So read each box carefully to see what your response should look like. And use the sentence starters that have been put in bold to help you start your row the same way as the model row. So you should pause the video again and take about 15 minutes to complete 2 rows of this grid. So now that we have our planning done, we're going to move on to our extended writing. We have a model paragraph here. So this is to help you and show you what your response should look like when you write it yourself. It's answering the question. I'm going to read through it, and then you have to identify the success criteria in the box on the right within that model paragraph. So the first annotation is done for you. The clear point has been identified in purple. Hill presents the woman as having a peculiar and skinny appearance, with only the thinnest layer of flesh totally stretched and strained across her bones so that it gleamed with a curious blue-white sheen. The adverb tautly is used to describe how uncomfortably tight the woman's skin is and therefore creates a painful image to highlight how unnaturally thin the woman is. Further emphasizing her peculiar appearance is the blue-white sheen of her skin, describing the woman as having an almost ghostly air. This rather haunting description deepens the reader's curiosity of who the unnamed woman is. Her unusual appearance, accompanied by her namelessness, develops an uneasy feeling for the reader, whilst also evoking a sense of pity for a woman who is likely to be excluded from society for such a curious appearance. So the clear point from the success criteria has been identified already. You need to find the quote, you need to find the inference, you need to find where the zoom in on a keyword or phrase has happened. You need to find the effect on the reader. So you're looking for that keyword reader within the paragraph. And you're looking for an alternative explanation like we've been doing in our quotation explosions. So you can use your planning grid to help you identify those 5 key areas. So pause the video and take about 5 minutes to do that. And now it's over to you to do your own extended writing. So you use the notes from your planning grid that you completed yourself to write your own paragraph in response to this question. The author's introduction of the woman in black creates an uneasy and anxious feeling in the reader. How far do you agree? You've got sentence starters on the right hand side to help you, and use your planning grid and all the work that you've already done. So you should pause the video and take 15 minutes to complete that paragraph. Okay, so now you're going to self-assess your paragraph. So like you did for the model paragraph on the other slide, you're going to use the success criteria to identify where you have succeeded in your paragraph. So you should highlight or underline on your paragraph and label where your clear point is, where your quote is, your inference, etc. And then give yourself a what went well and an even better if.